A serendipitous encounter. Once upon a time, in a small coffee shop tucked away on a quiet street, two strangers sat at opposite corners. Ella, a young artist, was lost in the pages of her sketchbook, while Nathan, a writer, sat with his laptop, staring at the blinking cursor. Neither of them noticed the other at first, absorbed in their own worlds. One day, as Ella reached for her coffee, she accidentally knocked over a cup, spilling it across the table. In a flurry of apology, she fumbled to clean it up, but Nathan, who had watched the whole scene, quickly stood up and offered her a napkin. "I think you need a new cup of coffee," Nathan said with a gentle smile. Ella laughed, embarrassed. "I promise I'm not usually this clumsy." "It's okay, happens to the best of us," Nathan replied. They chatted briefly, and what started as a simple exchange about coffee turned into a conversation about books, art, and the small, unexpected moments that life brings. They shared stories, laughed, and realized they had much in common. As the sun began to set, Nathan hesitated for a moment before asking, "Would you like to meet again sometime? Maybe for a coffee that stays in the cup?" Ella smiled, feeling a spark she hadn't felt in a long time. "I'd like that." From that day on, they met regularly, their connection growing with each conversation. What began as a simple accident in a coffee shop blossomed into a love story that neither of them had expected, but both were grateful for. Whispers of lavender. The small town of Elmsworth was known for its endless fields of lavender, swaying gently under the summer breeze. Every June, the air turned sweet, and the streets glowed purple with blossoms. It was here that Emily returned after 5 years in the city. Her heart still bruised from a love she couldn't forget. She had left Elmsworth chasing dreams, trading simplicity for skyscrapers, but city lights could never warm her the way the sun did over lavender hills. As she walked past the familiar paths, memories flooded back, especially of him. Liam. He had been her first love, the boy with ink-stained fingers and a passion for painting the sky. They'd spent countless afternoons lying in the fields, her head on his chest, while he whispered stories about the stars. On the night before she left, he gave her a small bottle of dried lavender and kissed her like it was a promise. But promises fade, and so did they, or so she thought. Back in town, Emily wandered into the little art gallery by the corner cafe. The moment she stepped in, she froze. On every wall were paintings of lavender fields, and her silhouette in the distance. Her laughter caught in brushstrokes, her eyes in every hue of purple. "He never stopped painting you," said a voice behind her. She turned. An older woman, the gallery owner, smiled gently. "He comes in every month, leaves a new piece, said he paints when he misses you." "Where is he now?" Emily whispered. The woman's smile deepened. "Check the field." It was sunset when she reached the top of the hill, and there he was, Liam, sitting on an old wooden stool, canvas before him, brush dancing across the surface. He looked up. For a second, neither moved. The wind carried the scent of lavender between them. "I never stopped loving you," she said, voice trembling. He stood slowly, eyes shining. "I never stopped waiting." They met in the middle of the field, wrapped in the same air that once cradled their dreams. He touched her face like she might vanish. She kissed him like he never would. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of violet, they stood in the lavender, two souls who had once wandered far, only to find their way back to each other. Love, after all, was not in the grand gestures or dramatic declarations. It was in the quiet faith that, someday, somehow, they would return to the place where love first bloomed. And under the whispering lavender, they did.